Yeah. We back. Yeah. One more week.
One more week.
One more time.
One more time.
Time.
One more again.
No,
we do.
I say we swacking up, folks.
We swacking.
We swacking up, folks.
I say we swacking up, folks.
Why say we swacking up, folks? Why say we swacking up, folks? We swacking up, folks. Why say we swacking up, folks? Why say we swacking up, folks? Why say we swacking?
Who swacking?
They acting. We swacking. We swacking. We swacking. We swacking. We swacking. I say we swacking up, folks. We swacking up, folks. Why say we swacking up, fool? We all swacking up, fool.
What's up? We back again. Look. Oh, hold on. Wait, y'all.
Hold up. I got breaking news.
I got breaking news.
Breaking news already.
I got breaking news.
Stop the press.
Show. I got
breaking news already. Let me go.
So I just scored another touchdown.
We got a lot of jokes to say y'all 0-1. And y'all lost to the MEAC.
There you go. They just go to the touchdown. Look, we ain't getting there right now. Hey, we gonna get to the big game first. We gonna get to the big game first.
Welcome back, man. Welcome back, all y'all, to another episode. Still on. Another episode of Swac'n the Food. Another episode of Swac'n the Food. We thank y'all. Continue to like, share, subscribe to our channel. We're here. One of the best swag podcasts. Make sure you tell your friends, your aunties, your uncles, your granddaddy, your little sister, your little brother,
everybody.
You know, we doing it big. Big and better.
The side chick.
You know,
your baby mama's sister.
Everybody.
Tell everybody.
First game on the docket. Who we got?
You know the big game everybody want to talk about?
Who they want to talk about?
You know they want to talk about.
JSU FAMU.
Yeah, the Orange Blossom Classic.
Orange Blossom Classic. I will say. I'm going to let you start, G.
Look. My first thing, FAMU quarterback. We talked about that though. Remember? Mm-hmm. We changed our pick. We told y'all that we thought that they're causing some problems.
Right.
And I think that was the biggest takeaway from that game. That quarterback. That boy
they in a situation.
Rashawn McKay, he averaged 2 yards a pass.
They in a tough situation.
What
you think about that freshman? Junior. The freshman that came in, quarterback.
I thought he was better. I thought he should have started the game.
He just didn't have a sense of urgency to me.
Yeah.
I felt like the game was moving at a high speed for him. Man, they defensive. Interior front.
Yeah.
Big Junto, I can't remember his last name, but them boys eating in that middle.
They ain't getting enough credit.
They didn't get enough credit. And that secondary, now one of them DBs healed their week, but that secondary nice too. I really was impressed by their defense.
My boy Marquise Bell.
Marquise Bell.
Down laying that
he was everywhere.
He was everywhere. All over the field.
He was everywhere.
Outside everywhere.
What you think with JSU? That's what everybody want to know about. What you got?
The defense showed up.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of speed on the defense, and I like that freshman receiver they got it.
Okay.
Rucker, he got a couple big passes in that game. The offensive line was kind of shaky to me.
We expected, as expected. Well, most games, this week.
And also, like we said, Shiloh.
Okay.
Sanders. I thought he was the better Sanders. Shadul was poised.
He was efficient.
He wasn't too. Now he made some mistakes. But he made freshman mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Fumbling the ball and all that.
Right.
But he didn't do anything to wow me, but he didn't mess the game up.
That's what I say. He played an efficient game, nickel and dime, dink and dunk. He picked his passes. Mm-hmm. He knew what he had.
For a freshman, he shows a lot of poise.
He's
a smart kid.
He took what the defense gave him. He didn't force anything because, with that type of height, you have a tendency to force things. Maybe I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm not hitting the big balls like I want to. But he was very poised. He took what the defense gave him. He ran it when he had to. He threw it away when he had to. I liked his poise.
I don't think he was good enough to be talking the way he was talking in the offseason.
Right.
I don't think he's that good to be the kind of arrogant comments he made.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he showed a lot of poise.
Definitely.
A good quarterback in the sweat.
Definitely.
I think I think JSU defense got a lot of speed on their defense though.
Mm-hmm.
Niles Gaddy, he had a good game, but I think mostly FAMU's quarterback.
I was about to say I can't give JSU that credit just yet. I can't give them that credit just yet. They didn't look like the SEC defense that Shadil was talking about. They got a lot of speed, but they was going against a team that does not have a quarterback.
Yeah.
A quarterback is the most position.
That defensive tackle Owens looked good. Number 99, he came from Georgia Tech. He looked pretty good.
I can't give.
But
when you take it, when you got a person that's patting in the backfield, of course you're gonna get time to get to your quarterback. And that's just me. Florida A&M don't have a quarterback right now. So until they go against a quality quarterback, a quality team with a quality quarterback.
But I blame Willie Simmons because he should have pulled him out of it. He should pull that Rashawn McKay out of the game.
Yeah,
he should at least at halftime. Pull him out
or just keep him in for the rest of the game. I would have just, that's just my opinion because now it's the fourth quarter. Junior don't have, it's your first time coming in fourth quarter,
big game
the biggest game of your season. Come on, man. What kind of rhythm you gonna gain from that?
And I think FAMU ran the ball pretty efficiently. Mm-hmm. I think they should have ran it some more.
Yeah.
Especially struggling like they're trying to pass the ball.
Definitely.
You got. I think they should have ran the ball a little bit more to help out the quarterback. I think they would have helped out the quarterback more if they would have ran the ball some more, and you start getting some play actions.
Right.
Safety's coming down because Shiloh was coming straight downhill.
Yeah.
He was coming straight downhill hitting.
But see, a smart coach. See, when you have a quarterback, he's going to take that aggression that your safety giving you, a run stopping, and we're going to throw some plays in. We're going to make him. We're going to come up with play action, go back. But see, it keeps going back to for me is when you had a quarterback in Shiloh. He's a smart person. He's a smart player, so he knows. Okay, this quarterback cannot beat me with the arm, with his arm. So I'm gonna let all that go, and I'm gonna go up here and stop the run.
I'm coming straight down here.
Right. If something come over the middle, I'm knocking it out. So I felt like that was easy to read. When they go against a complex quarterback, though, we'll see what we go. What you thought about the uniforms, though?
I didn't. Them helmets. Jackson State helmets were horrible.
Yeah. What made them horrible though?
I didn't like the I Believe on it. Mm-hmm. I think Jackson State has a signature brand, signature logo.
Yeah. What y'all think about that though? What y'all think about what he telling me? I'm gonna let you finish because I agree too.
I think when you see them that block with the JS, that's tradition.
That is.
We know what that is. Growing up in the SWAC, we know what that J. And not to see that was kind of funny.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of funny not seeing it.
I agree. Even if you're gonna put words on it with a J, at least put the.
Yeah.
At least put
that's
THE.
the school. And
that's the school. It's not this brand that's coming in. This new brand that we see. If you do that on one side, I was even fine with the Tiger marks. Now I would say this. One thing that's being talked about now that Deion Sanders is talking about is the names on the back of the jersey. I've always been.
I agree.
Yeah, I've always been a fan.
I'm not always with Deion.
Yeah,
but I agree.
But I will say this, just to critique Deion a little bit, because when I got, he did, Jackson didn't pay me what they paying Jay Walker.
So I don't know what they paid Jay Walker.
Jay Walker, woo. That's another subject for another day.
The whole game, he just was. I don't know what they paid Jay Walker. Is a fan.
He is a fan.
He the. Yeah, Jay Walker is the.
Right. but yeah, I'm for the names on the back of the jersey. But I just wish that when Deion in these coaching meetings during these coaching calls that he could talk to it instead of putting it in the media that. Because if I'm a prideful type of guy, I like my organization. I'm the type of person that say, hey, give me a call so we can discuss this. Yeah, if you got money coming in, you trying to share the money, give me a call. Don't put it on the media. To I just feel like that bring kind of a dark.
I even saw a video he did before the game where he said nobody's getting on this plane without taking a shower. That's the video he made. And I'm like, you can go in your locker room and tell it to your team. You have to come in the media and say that.
Right.
So I didn't, some of the things I didn't agree with that.
Right.
But one thing about Deion, I think he managed the game better than he did in the spring. In the spring, he did a lot of crazy stuff going for it on 4th and 11.
He went for it on 4th a few times that I feel like he should have kicked the field goal.
Yeah, I think overall he managed the game a little bit better than he did in the spring.
But speaking of going for it on 4th a few times, that's what I said about FAMU's interior defense. Man, them big boys in the middle was stopping them on 4th down every time.
I didn't even see Savion Williams. Mm-hmm. I didn't even see him playing. That's the transfer to Tennessee. I didn't even see him.
Right.
So their interior look good.
Their interior look good. I'm very impressed. I'm more impressed with FAMU's defense than I am with Jackson State defense. What would you say?
I think the defense is going to be stopped. I love them safeties from FAMU. You know what I mean. I love the safeties from FAMU. I think they're going to be good. It's just the quarterback is my biggest thing.
Right.
I see why over the summer they was trying to get so many quarterbacks. FAMU they had 2 quarterbacks committed that ended up not coming.
Right.
And then they was going out to offering all kind of. I was wondering if you saw.
Yeah, they saw something that we see now. Right.
You see why they was offering so many kids. And then my other thing, I was like, if they leaving Rashawn McKay in the game this long, you must not have no faith in the quarterback behind.
Yeah, the freshman junior.
So that's it, man. It's gonna be a long year if they can't get their quarterback position fixed.
Right.
It's gonna be a long year because also the offensive line didn't look too well.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the running back they had.
Next week, Jackson State has Tennessee State. They should dominate that game after looking at what Tennessee had against Grambling. We're gonna get to that one, but they should dominate.
They should be that bad.
Yeah, they should. That should be their coming out party, their real coming out party. That's when Shadir should put up the numbers that we're looking for. FAMU, who they got next week?
FAMU got it's a money game.
Yeah. Oh, they got a money game.
So
you know, we'll see. I just hope that they can get that quarterback situation finished.
Hope they can do it. I want to see Cameron Sapp get a chance.
Yeah.
That's the kid that was committed to Alcorn, but ended up going to FAMU. I heard he was doing good in camp. I don't know why he didn't get a shot.
Right.
I want to see Cameron Sapp get out there and see what he can do, but coach know better than me.
In relation to Warren?
Nah.
Man, so Bama State Miles, moving right along. Bama State Miles.
Man,
I actually watched that game on YouTube, man.
Bama State disappointed me.
They did.
Bama State disappointed me, bro.
They suffered from what Alcorn suffered from. They kind of killed themselves.
Yeah.
They killed themselves. They got in the red zone a few times. They fumbled a few times, and Miles just capitalized. They had one that went all the way to the house. It would have put them up 14-0. I think it was a pass that he scored. It would have put him up 14-0, which would have blew the game wide open. But a penalty came. So that's just being undisciplined. First game, they just let Miles hang around.
Yeah. Miles is a good team.
They are.
They're a championship D2 team. They're a real good team.
Bama State just should have put them away.
They should have
put them away early.
But Alabama, this thing about Alabama State, it's just hard to trust. They do that every year.
Mm-hmm.
1 week they might play a real good game.
Right.
Then next week they're struggling with Miles.
Right.
You know, I know Tuskegee gives Miles problems.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, gives Alabama State problems.
Right.
They give them problems yearly when they play them. So that's my thing. That's why I say I don't see Donald Head, their head coach, being that much longer.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere else as well. Yeah.
I don't see him being that much longer.
It's the consistency.
It's consistency.
Yeah.
And they got talent down there. I like the quarterback Ryan Nettles. I like the running back Israel Gray. I think there's too much talent to be struggling with Miles. Not taking anything away from Miles.
Right.
They even got some good transfers down there. But I just think
they got a hell of a running back. I can't think his name right now. Number one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what he do against the defense.
But to go into overtime with Miles is kind of embarrassing.
Right.
I know some of their fans were hot about that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now they got to hear the jokes from Alabama and him.
Mm-hmm.
So Miles got a band school next week. We'll see what they look like.
I mean, we're gonna put it on. We're gonna put it on.
I hope so.
I mean, it just is.
Miles got a band too now. Gonna be a band battle. Y'all like that?
You can't battle with you can't nobody battle.
I'm going with Miles next week.
Can't nobody battle with
I'm going with
Southern
Miles to crank on the human jukebox.
Can't nobody do that. That's why they got 4 directors from Southern University.
I'm going Miles next week. I'm going Miles next week.
Come on now.
Look.
Come on now.
Next up,
what we got?
The other team out of Louisiana.
Grambling State Titans.
State, Tennessee State, Hall of Fame Classic down there in Canton, Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about it. What you
I
like?
watched that game. That was
that was Hickbottom got a chance to get at his former team.
It ain't turned out too good for him. But that was a real sloppy game.
It was hard to watch.
And now I heard over all summer long, I heard Eddie George didn't know what he was doing. And his game showed. That team was undisciplined. Mm-hmm. They had like 16 penalties for 140 yards. Yeah, they look like they was trying to play tough, but they don't look like a well-coached team. They just don't.
Which, it's his first time. And, I don't know about Hugh Jackson. It's not Hugh Jackson's first time coaching college football, but it's his first time coaching HBCU football. Yeah. So, I think they'll come around. But
they need to.
Hickbottom, he had an okay game.
Now, Grambling's quarterback, he was 4 for 11 for 43 yards passing. That's bad.
That is bad.
He completed 4 passes the entire game. Now, he ran for like 77 yards, which kind of made it. And they scored off a block punt. They blocked Tennessee State's punt.
Special teams
kind of put them in the game, but both offenses were bad. Now, Grambling State's linebackers look real good. The linebacker number 48, my boy Blake Thomas, he looked good. The linebackers look real good and physical.
Yeah.
But Tennessee State, that's the worst I've seen them look in a while. Their offensive line was
it's gonna be it's a project. Hopefully, coach knows what he signed up.
Like we said, I think some of their players might have had COVID. That's the rumor that was out. I don't know how much.
You disappointed in Grambling for keeping it close?
Yeah, I'm very disappointed. That's why I'm going with my pick 1 and 5. I'm sticking with it. They look just like they look in the spring.
Yeah,
they look just. Now they will be adding like another running back, Mosley, but I don't think their running is the problem. So adding another running back is not.
What you think the problem is?
Having a quarterback that can pass the ball down the field. Anytime you have a quarterback in the whole game, you complete 4 passes for 43 yards. That's a problem. If I'm coaching against them, I'm putting 13 players in the box.
Yeah,
I'm putting 13.
13 is only 11 on the field,
and I'm putting 13 in the box. Everybody.
I'm
putting everybody in the box.
You got to show. That's a lack of trust, though.
You got to show me you can beat me. You got to show me you can beat me. So they were saying that the Alden Clark kid was doing much better in camp, and he didn't get his shot to play. So I'm guessing he wasn't doing that good. The quarterback's only 4 for 11, 43 yards.
Right.
So I was kind of disappointed. Both teams. It was a real sloppy game.
Right.
But Grambling pulled it out.
Did.
Sometimes you get ugly games like that.
Mm-hmm.
The object is to win. They got the W. They rep for the Swac'n. So shout out to Grand fans.
So let's get into the money games. We had 2 schools that had money games. Let's start. One was almost an upset.
Yeah.
BCU.
They represented down.
They represented well. BCU, UTEP.
And I think a lot of people been sleeping on it. Even me. We've
been sleeping on them. I see they found the quarterback. Some FAMU couldn't do.
Yep. Shannon Patrick, the transfer, APB.
15 to 22, 215 yards.
Played a good game.
Bird, the running back, he ran for 98 yards, I want to say, on 15 carries.
Like that.
12 or 15 carries, man. That means they have a running game. That's a solid.
And like I tell people, BCU is very physical. So my thought on that is, in the first game, a physical team will always give a team problems.
Right.
Especially in the first game, because the biggest adjustment comes from the first week to the second week. So in that first week, a team come in really, really physical with you. If you're not prepared for that, they can give you some problems.
Right.
So
I just feel like
what happened. They came in.
When you got a quarterback throwing for over 200, you got a running back running for almost 100, you got a receiver with 5 receptions and 72 yards, you got another receiver with 4 receptions for 90 yards. That just looked like a well-balanced offense.
And they were running the ball and controlling the clock, keeping the offense off the field. And so that's what they were doing, just controlling that clock, playing physical football, running right at them.
And really, it was closer than people thought it was going to be. But what happened was turnovers won or lose the game.
Yeah.
And they had 1 turnover where UTEP didn't have a turnover. And UTEP scored, I think they scored off the turnover that
they was getting
BCU made.
Tough 3rd and 1, running the ball at them. I was impressed. I was impressed with BCU.
Me too. Matter of fact, BCU might shake some stuff up in that Eastern Conference.
It's gonna be, because one thing about them, a lot of teams have a lot of adjusting to do, things like that. When you a physical squad, BCU got one way to play, and that's to be physical.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go on the record to say this: the team that looked the best from this week, BCU.
Yeah, but don't cook. They did.
Yeah, they looked the best out of all the SWAC schools.
They know what they came to do: be physical, beat you up,
run our game, run our
offense.
And they did a great job.
I always said the team that the following week after playing BCU, you would want to play the team that played BCU that prior week.
Right.
Because
they're gonna be beat up. It's a very physical team. They take after their coach.
Yeah,
they take after their coach, man. They
just
a grind.
Put pride in being physical.
Exactly.
They practice it. Most coaches aren't tackling. They tackling in practice. Training camp, they hit.
Right. They getting after it.
They're getting after the football team. So they showed up good down there. They couldn't pull it out.
Right.
But it was close.
They represented well.
They represented well for the SWAC.
That was number 1 on the money game. Who we got number 2 for the money game?
Number 2. Woo! Wong. What happened down there, bro? I'm gonna let you start. What happened down there, bro? I didn't expect y'all to win, but I expect y'all to do more than 3.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was disappointed. I was disappointed in the show, and it just seemed like Troy was a little faster, a little stronger. They wanted it more. It was kind of like Southern went down there with the mentality as if once it got out of hand quick, it just went downhill quick. It went downhill quick.
I did see the defensive line did look good.
Yeah, we were without Jalen Ivey. Yeah. We were without our tackle. We were without him. We were without our tight end. We were without our running back. So we had a few out for injuries and for team infractions. But I will say this: if I had to find a silver lining, they looked prepared. We had everything together. We didn't have that many penalties. We knew what plays we wanted to call. We knew what we was trying to do. We just didn't get it done. The play calling, substitutions, special teams had a great game. It was certain things.
Well-oiled machine, basically.
Yeah. We knew what we had to do.
My thing is just the quarterback play. Played 2 quarterbacks, 4 interceptions, and just the bad reads. It was a couple. It was just like one. It was just like a horrible read that I thought killed them. But overall, the offensive line, defensive line. And
I'm gonna tell you why I feel like it's not to give them an excuse or anything. It was a bad read. Some of them were bad reads, but against a SWAC school, some of those reads might be open. Like I said earlier, it was just a team. They were faster. They were on everything. Everything that we had to throw at them, they had a counter for it. And they were quick with it. So we gotta tune it up a little bit.
I just feel bad because the band school, they couldn't even play the fight songs that many times. I feel bad for the band school, man.
Hey man,
y'all gotta do better, man.
Hey man, y'all gotta start winning in the A. But anyway, UAPB versus Lane. Tell me about it.
That game I thought was too close. I thought Lane is not on the level
at all.
of UAPB, and I thought that was a little bit too. They ended up pulling away, but I thought it was a little bit too close. Skylar Perry ended up having a good game.
Right.
But I thought UAPB, I think I was disappointed. Overall, I was disappointed. But again, it's the first game.
Get them kinks out.
First game, get them kinks out. I was kind of disappointed in them. Lane kind of showed up a little bit. They had a nice running back down there. But I was disappointed in UAPB just for having that game that close. I thought I predicted it to be a complete blowout, but it wasn't. It was late in the fourth when it really got out of hand. But
what their defense look like, G?
They gave up some big plays to Lane that they shouldn't have given up. But I think without bringing we got a lot of new players. So
week
one,
and we mentioned it.
Yeah, we got a lot of new players. So week 1 and 2 gonna be a big time for them to see how they improve.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Going against Lane, I thought Skylar Perry was gonna have a freaking outstanding game, and for him to only throw for 189, 2 touchdowns. I just can't. But like I said before we went into this game, I already knew what to expect from them. They had a bunch of people left. They kind of like Alabama State. They're just very inconsistent. You never know what you're gonna get from them. They're gonna wake up for some games. They might not.
And I think the secondary struggled as well.
Yeah, they did.
Lane threw for almost 300 yards.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. So they need to tighten up in that secondary for sure.
They're gonna have to tighten, especially in the West, because you know who in the West.
Yep.
And you know who they play first in the West as a West opponent. Them Braves come to town. So you better get right.
Yeah. So moving.
You better get right.
Right along. Who we got next, G?
Next we got down there in Houston.
H-Town. I heard it was hot out there.
Yeah, I heard it was popping out there. Though.
It was popping. It was definitely popping.
I heard it was popping out there. The Labor Day Classic.
Labor Day Classic.
I heard it was popping out
Tell me
there.
what you think about the Labor Day. Well, let me go first on this one.
Talk to them.
It was a close game. It was a close game for most of the game. It was a close game for most of the game. I just think Prairie View came out and they grinded it out. I was very impressed with Texas Southern quarterback. What's his name? I was I was very impressed with him. Texas Southern, they actually look a lot better than they did in the spring. I was able to see highlights. I wasn't able to watch the full video because it wasn't on YouTube. But they had a few players go out with cramps and they killed them. What you got for me, G?
I told y'all all summer long about a key. Rashard Powell.
That boy threw that thing.
Rashard, no, that's the DN.
No, okay.
Pass is the quarterback. I'm
gonna get on pass. Let me talk about pass.
All right, Rashard Powell is the DN. I've been telling y'all about. He won Defensive Player of the Game. He had a sack, 2.5 tackles for loss. Dominated the game. A couple quarterback hurries. That kid's gonna be a monster. I got him being all Swac'n defensive end.
Yeah.
He had an awesome game. That front seven from Texas Southern, which is good. Troy James down there. It's your boy Troy.
Yeah, my boy Troy James. In the building, Madison Prep.
They had a real good game, man.
Hey man, could pass that thing. I don't know what you was saying back in.
He's known for a runner.
Shoot, that boy let that thing rip last game.
If that's what we gotta look forward to, he threw for like.
That boy threw for 354, man. That boy threw for 354, man.
Now it is against Tennessee. It is against Texas Southern,
man.
But if he can be consistent like that, they're gonna be hard to beat.
They're gonna be hard to beat.
Because Damian Brooks, their running back from Grambling, transferred. He had a nice game too.
Yeah,
he had a nice game too. But if that quarterback can throw it like that, because he'll do a threat, he also can run it.
Right.
So if he can throw it like that, and then you got him and Damian Brooks coming out the backfield running it too.
Yeah,
they're gonna be tough to beat.
Texas Southern, y'all need to find y'all running back, man.
Yeah,
y'all need to find y'all running back. Owens only had 46 yards carrying.
I think that had a lot to do with their defensive front.
Yeah.
Their PB too.
You said that though at the beginning of the season. You said they got the best front seven.
I love their front seven.
Yeah.
I love PB front seven. I think they can surprise some teams. If pass can pass like that, they're gonna surprise some teams. Mark my word. If pass can pass like that, they're gonna surprise some teams.
Gotcha.
They're gonna surprise some teams.
Alabama A&M, SC State.
Woo! What we talked about with A&M?
We are who they thought they are.
What we talked about all summer.
They were who we think they is.
What did we talk about?
I got it all mixed up. But guess what? That defense, Lord.
That defense is
pearl.
See, because South Carolina State not known for their offense. Right. They put up 41 points.
Put up 41.
They got to fix it. But glass was glass.
Hey.
Glass was glass. When you got glass, he can bail you out of games like that.
Exactly.
That's the benefit
what he did.
But
he did it against NC State.
Yeah, that's the defense of that's the benefit of having a quarterback that good. It's gonna bail you out because South Carolina State now They didn't have a good offense. They not known for having good, but they know for having good defense.
Right.
And he threw for 400 yards on them.
Right.
He threw 400 yards.
He
had a big game.
Yeah,
I was just real disappointed.
On that.
I was just real disappointed with the way their defense played after having all these transfers they talked about coming in.
Yeah. Man, I look at it like this.
State pull up and put 41 on you at your house.
I look at it like this, when you got a kid like Glass who can carry, DeAnderson had a big game. I want to say he had 2 touchdowns. You got all that offensive power, you just got to fix those things up. But when you go against a team like FAMU, you go against a team like Jackson State, who actually has a defense, it becomes a who scores the most touchdowns. Football always, cliche, it comes down who scores the most points, right? Mm-hmm. So when you get a defense versus a defense and a defensive struggle, Glass can only bail you out a few times. Yeah.
Eventually, it's not going to be able to keep doing it.
Right.
You got to be able to depend on you. Got to be able to depend on your defense to keep you in the game.
Right.
You got to be able to depend on your defense, so you don't have to. The offense don't have to score 40-something points every game.
Every game. Now, if
that should be a luxury.
Right. If it worked,
have to score 40.
If it worked, I eventually thought Seth Curry was going to stop hitting all them threes. So if it worked, it worked.
Yeah, it worked. But I just don't think it's going to work. They're going to have to tighten up on defense. Now, I did hear they had some players out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, COVID protocol.
But again, like I say about every team, week 1. Mm-hmm. Week 1. They got some film on it. They can go in and improve.
Right.
See what they got. They plug it in a lot of transfers. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, it's a lot of new things they got to put in. So week 1 or 2, let's see the difference.
We got to see the difference.
I was disappointed in their defense.
I was disappointed.
Glass was Glass.
Shout out to them, man. And they got some nice athletes over there.
Brian Jenkins too. Brian Jenkins Jr. the receiver. Mm-hmm. He had a monster game. So went for over 100 yards. Mm-hmm. He had a monster game.
So what we got? Ballard was the last one. I think episode last week we spoke on them a little bit, but
they were. I think it was like 21-0 at halftime.
Yeah,
we both predicted for them to at least score, but they did. They got beat 35-0. They just Valley gonna battle. Valley gonna battle.
Eventually.
But Murray State is
really
a good
hoping
team.
for them. Yeah,
Murray State is a good team.
It's a good team. Yeah. I'm hoping they get it together.
I love dancing down there. I love dancing. The head coach. I love it.
Okay. So, but that's what we got on that. So all together, week 1. What's your opinion?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Week 0 was miserable for me, and misery love company. So it was a lot of Swac'n teams that need to improve.
All of them. So I wasn't impressed.
All except BCU.
They
misery love company. So we all got we all in this together.
Hey, BCU fan base, y'all need to be there for that team because that team might shake some stuff up. Yeah,
might be you might want to buy in.
Yeah,
you might want because I heard some ramblings that they're trying to get rid of the coach and all that. Now it's only week 1.
But they look the best week 1. And if we build them week by week, they got a head start right now. Yeah. So I think, like you said, this week we kind of expected that with my Jags. Like I said, I was a little disappointed. Not even a little. I was a lot disappointed because I would like to see more fight with them, and we got to straighten up our secondary as well. But just every SWAC school,
I was expecting more. The FAMU J show, I was expecting more than 7-6 ball games.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though it was some nice defenses, even with the good defenses, you still can score some points.
Right.
Still can put up some points. Right. So I was disappointed in both offenses. Mm-hmm. I think Jack State needed a better running game as well.
Right.
I forgot to put that in a segment. And also, I stated earlier in the podcast that FAMU played a money game next week. Actually, they played Fort Valley State, so it should be easy win to kind of work out some kinks for them. So they played Fort Valley State, it should be easy win for them.
Speaking of correcting some stuff, last week I spoke about
Tennessee State. Yeah.
Tennessee State being a MEAC school.
OVC, yeah.
I'm sorry, they are not a MEAC school. I shouldn't have said that, and I can admit when I'm wrong.
That's what we do here.
And I was wrong.
Because we all about speaking facts. It's over 7,000 languages,
and we chose to speak facts.
So if we mess up, we gotta come back.
We gotta come back and correct.
So that's in the OVC.
So in the OVC. So now that I got that, for the people that didn't catch it, Tennessee State is in the
OVC.
There we go. That's where they at.
All right, we got week 1 out of the way.
As we come to a close, everybody say that our week 1 predictions were accurate. Yeah. As far as win-loss,
we did pretty good. No, I'm gonna do. I had to shake back.
The points was a little,
Yeah.
It wasn't what we thought. But you know, week 2. What we got? What's the lineup? What we got?
First game we predicting this week that I'm gonna get right. Auburn money game. Auburn, Bama State.
Yeesh.
Ain't much to say about that. Bama State just struggled with Miles.
Yeesh.
It's gonna be a whole lot of.
Who you taking?
I'm taking Bama. I'm taking Auburn, man. I'm taking Auburn.
Hey, that's an in-state rivalry.
I'm taking Auburn. I'm taking Auburn big. Auburn plus 35.
Yeah, I see Auburn. I see Auburn pulling it out. You know. I don't know the numbers for that.
I got Auburn 50.
It's a money game. Hey, they paying them good money.
Yeah,
they paying them good money. What you got? 50 to what?
50 to 7.
I'm gonna take Auburn. I don't think they're gonna do them too bad. You know, that's an in-state. I'm gonna say 43. 40 to 3.
40 to 3.
Who we got next?
Next up, like I said, FAMU and Fort Valley.
Okay.
FAMU and Fort Valley.
Okay.
Fort Valley is actually a decent program, but they're not gonna be FAMU at home. Season opener, the home opener for FAMU coming off a week like they had last week. I think they'll be ready. That defensive line will be ready.
Oh, I got a question.
What?
Who you think gonna be the starting quarterback going into
Fort Valley? That's a good question. I think he makes the switch.
You think he gonna make the switch?
I think he gonna make the switch.
FAMU, who y'all think gonna be the starting quarterback?
Let us know.
Who y'all think gonna be
the starting quarterback?
Yeah. Is it gonna be Junior?
Or it's gonna be Rashawn McKay. Or who y'all think it should be? I personally think Sapp should get a chance. I love that kid coming out of high school, Cameron Sapp.
Man, you biased.
I am.
You biased.
Cause one thing we good at picking quarterbacks.
You so biased.
So I like that kid because I shouldn't like him because he decommitted from us. You should have came. See, if you would have came, you would have been, winning some rings and not, not getting embarrassed now and then.
Lost in the 8 too.
You would have winning some rings and your hand would be heavy.
You would have lost in the 8.
You can't offer.
Man, who you picking, man?
Hey, I got FAMU.
What's the score?
I got FAMU 35-10.
35-10.
State.
I got FAMU as well.
Okay.
But I'm not going 35 because they ain't got no quarterback.
Okay.
So I'm going to go 21. I really like their defense. 0.
21-0 to shutout. All right.
21-0.
Next up, we got
money game.
BCU and UCF. Can BCU do it again?
Oh.
Can they do it again?
Hey.
Can they do it again?
Hey, man.
Can they do it again?
BCU, y'all might be that, that's the Cinderella school.
The Cinderella?
That's the Cinderella school,
I don't know. Can they do it again? Can they keep it close?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna jump on them early.
All right.
I'm gonna jump on them early. I'm gonna jump on them stocks early.
Okay.
You know, maybe I might have to sell.
Yeah.
But right now I'm going with UCF.
Okay.
I'm going with UCF. I'm gonna say 28-10.
Okay. I asked, can they do it again? My answer is hell no, they can't. I got.
You're wrong, boy.
I got UCF.
You're wrong.
42.
UCF gonna be golly.
I got a 42 team.
42 team?
I got 42 BCU. I don't think they can redo what they did last week.
Right.
UCF is a much better team than UTEP. I think, I hope they do.
Right.
They're a new swag school, but they still a swag school.
Right.
So I hope they go down there and represent, but I'm not too comfortable.
I got them, 2018.
Okay.
2018.
That's right. And I got them 42 team. So
another money game. God, you got a lot of money games this season.
I'll tell you one thing. That's why man getting that money this week. That money coming in this week.
Golly.
That money coming in, that means that y'all gonna have some money for us to that tailgate. That means y'all have some good food when we get there.
When we get there. I'm trying to tell you.
Money
We got Grambling, another money game. Grambling takes on Southern Miss. Bubba Sparks again.
Huh?
It's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get ugly.
I'm taking Grambling. Not taking Grambling.
You see how I look at it.
I'm gonna take Southern Miss. I'm taking them 35-3.
35-3.
Their offense ain't still shaking.
I don't know about that, dog.
They still shaking.
I don't know about that, dog.
What you got, G?
I'm finna get real disrespectful.
What you got?
So pull up a check. I'm finna get real disrespectful.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I think I know where you go.
They can get real. Listen, Grab can go get Kincaid. They can go get Dooley, whoever they want to call this week. It's finna get ugly down there in Hattiesburg. I got 55-3. Southern Miss. What Grambling put on the field last week was horrible. I know they beat Tennessee State, but it was horrible what they put on the field last week.
Man, you disrespectful, man.
Hey, they couldn't move the ball. They're not going down there moving that ball. They're not going down there moving that ball.
They not. I'm just gonna be real.
Southern Miss finna have a field day. Southern Miss gonna have the walk-ons out there playing. So let me gotta walk on that. They gonna need to call Doug Williams, Bruce Eugene. They gonna need all that. Martez Carter, whoever it is. Yeah. Come on, you don't need.
Hey, but on the real, we get. I hope, Swac'n schools prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong.
Prove us wrong.
Like, people say I hate on Grambling, but I would love for them to go there.
Right.
Especially Southern Miss.
Right.
Because what they do, please go down.
All these money games we talking about,
please go down and beat them.
Hey, go get y'all money and come back with a win.
Yeah. Like a boy from North Carolina State say, North Carolina A&T, my bad. He say, bring me my money. Graham, go get that money and come back.
Go get that money, man.
I don't think you will.
Prove us wrong.
But I've been wrong before.
Right.
I've been wrong before. Go get that money, come back with a dub.
Trying to tell you. Next. Another one. Texas Southern Baylor. Bubba Sparks. It's gonna get ugly.
Real ugly.
In here.
And what you got? Texas Southern ain't gotta leave the state to get an L whooping. I call it an L whooping.
An L whooping. What you got?
It's gonna get nasty. I got 45-7.
45-7.
Baylor over Texas Southern. Texas Southern just, and I'm being nice giving them a score.
Mm-hmm.
Just they're HBCU. Again, I want you to win. 45-7.
Yeah, Texas Southern don't have a running game, and they can't rely on that quarterback. So I'm gonna go 45-0. And my reason being, no running game, and you can't rely on a quarterback against. Now, unless you could come up with an interception or something, run a pick six, maybe so. But I'm going 45-0.
Maybe a special team touchdown or something you might need.
45-0.
45-0.
45-0. What you got? For me?
This week, a big game this week.
Big game, okay.
Eddie George going against Deion Sanders.
The battle of the.
Now, I just told you.
That's really the Hall of Fame game. That's really if you want to go by coaches.
Yep,
both of those guys, both in the NFL Hall of Fame.
The NFL Classic, something like that you want to call it. I was disrespectful with Grambling just now.
Oh, Lord.
I'm about to disrespect Tennessee State.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna do it at Jackson State. But Tennessee, if Grambling, I was disrespectful.
Should I bring out the Bubba Sparks?
Bring it out.
Bring it. It's gonna get Bubba Sparks. It's gonna get ugly.
Real ugly.
In here.
If I was disrespectful to Graham and they beat Tennessee State, you know what's about to happen with Tennessee State. Those people suck. I don't know what Eddie George down there doing. They suck. See, I have a problem with Tennessee State anyway. Because they think they better than the Swac'n. Okay? So let me speak to you. You suck. Okay? You go out there and talk about all these celebrity coaches, but what you put on the field last week was horrible. You suck. Okay? Hugh Jackson, the NFL coach, all that, you suck. I got Jackson State 34, Tennessee State 3. Blew them out. And Jackson offense didn't even look that good. But Tennessee State is just that bad. They horrible.
I'm gonna give them E for effort. I think that
I ain't giving that.
Got a little work to do.
I give him E for Eddie George because he ain't nothing. When I see them, I don't want to keep going on, but here people, I see them get a false start and then turn right around to get a delay game. I'm like, what are they doing? Like
it was a hard watch.
It was a hard watch, but they were bad defensively. All
right, G, get off of them, G. Golly,
I don't like Tennessee State.
G, get off of them, G. Get off of them, G.
They trying to look down on the Swac'n. I'm about to sweat.
G, get off of them.
I'm done. I done got hot.
I'm gonna take. I believe in the Sanders. I'm gonna go 28-14.
28-14?
28-14. 28-14.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna go with that one. What we got?
Next up, we got them Braves.
We got
Northwestern State. Got Northwestern State.
Is it a money game?
It's not a money game. It's a regional FCS opponent. One of the games I've been looking forward to.
Okay.
I'm tired of just being Swac'n.
Okay. Do I hear something? You gonna make a bold prediction?
Bold prediction. I tell y'all every week.
Say it with your chest.
I tell y'all every week that between week 1 and 2, you see the biggest improvement.
Say it with your chest.
See the biggest improvements.
Say it with your chest.
Coach Fred McNair.
I'm waiting.
Don't show you.
I'm waiting.
He the best in the Swac'n. We coming back hard.
Come on.
We got embarrassed on national TV.
Breathe.
And we feel some type of way.
Touch.
We feel some type of way.
Touch.
We feel some type of way.
What you got?
I got the Braves.
Okay.
At home.
31-17.
Now Northwestern State. No, that's a good team. So it's gonna be a battle.
Okay.
It's gonna be a battle. It won't be no.
We taking the Braves. What it is?
31-17 Braves at home.
Woo!
I'm gonna be there on the sideline.
Say it with your chest, G.
Be ready. Look for Stafford Anderson to have a huge game running the ball.
Yeah.
We got some players come back this week on that line. Should be better.
Okay. Woo.
Just look for if we lose, we have to out talent us. It won't be execution this week. First week I thought we didn't execute. This week they beat gonna have to be talent, and I can't see it happen.
Hey,
31-17. The Braves not bad.
Okay. Hey, question. You see the Braves going 0-3
No.
or 1-2 these next 3 weeks?
I mean, anything can happen. I want to say 2-1.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna go that far.
Don't go there. We're gonna stick to game by game.
Game by
week by week.
I ain't go that far.
Yeah.
But 0-3 not a good look.
Yeah, y'all got this.
Not for us. We got this in the bag.
I'm gonna take
Put it in the bag.
Northwestern State Demons.
Oh, here you
'cause
go.
I'm a realist.
Here you go.
I'm a realist.
Here you go.
You know, he say he speak facts, but we'll
I'm
find out.
going with the Braves.
You know, I'm gonna take if y'all planning on riding the arm of Felix again, I'm gonna take them 35. I'm taking Northwestern 35-7. 35-7.
35-7.
35-7.
This man, did you talk about me? You disrespectful, dog.
35-7.
Braves.
What Felix put up?
Braves. Did you hear it? Tell him again. Tell him, because the Braves watching.
Y'all only put up 14.
The Braves watching.
ECCU.
Tell him again. Tell him
How
the
many
score
y'all put
again.
up against ECC?
Tell him to score again.
How many
the
y'all
Braves
put up?
watching.
Tell me how many
Felix
y'all put up
watching.
against that MEAC school.
Felix watching.
How many y'all put up?
Matt B watching. Listen. Shout
How
out
much
to
y'all
Matt B.
put up against that MEAC school?
The
You can
best
tell me how
brand
many y'all
system
put
in
up.
America.
How many y'all put up?
Let him know, Matt B.
Help me out. How many
Let
y'all
him know,
put up?
Matt B.
NCCU, how many y'all put up?
I forgot about that. Who's
Yeah,
NCC?
y'all put up 4.
I forgot all about that. I didn't clear that out of our brain.
Who is who? You don't know?
I forgot.
Okay. They only
The
put up
Braves
4.
watching. You hear him?
They gonna put up 7
You
this
hear him?
go around.
You hear him?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
What we got next on the docket?
We got.
Wall.
He asked me a question, then he let me finish.
Wall.
I done told this man about it already. How many times they played last week? They couldn't play last week. Hey, Miles didn't be pushed over. All right, you walk, nothing.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Miles got a good man.
You know what it is.
Come in there, walk.
Yeah, we gonna blow them out there too.
Come on,
you know what it is.
walk if you want
What
to.
you got?
I got a bold prediction. I got Miles beating the human jukebox.
That'll never happen.
I got Miles coming in there.
That'll
Yeah, over the human
We've been
jukebox.
undefeated for the jukebox the last 20 years. We ain't been beat.
When you're 1,001 come Saturday.
We ain't been beat.
NBR.
We ain't been beat yet.
1,001. I got Miles.
What you got on the field?
On the field, I'm gonna cut y'all some slack. I'm gonna be nice. This time.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna do because we can take care of y'all, so I don't need nobody else to take care of y'all. So I got SU.
Southern University.
SU.
Standard University.
Yeah, the second place standard. Ban you. I got them 42-14 over Miles. I got them put them away. I feel like they're kind of pissed off from the performance last week.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna come take it out on Miles. Got them 42-14. Southern defense line was not too good, too physical.
Smart man. Smart man. You're not worried because Miles just had this great game the other day against Bama State.
Bama State. I'm worried about Miles bang on crank on y'all bang. You a bang school. Y'all care about that more anyway.
That never happened. I'm gonna take Southern University, Standard U, the only HBCU with 3 systems: Southern University Shreveport, Southern University Baton Rouge, Southern University New Orleans. The other only HBCU with 3 prime. Nursing school, law school, engineering. And that's that on that.
Second
we win
place.
on and off the field.
Second
Anyway, so I'm going to take them. Hey, can I get my time?
Go ahead.
I'm going to take Standard U, Southern University, 45. 0.
Man, come on.
45-0. 45-0.
Y'all ain't setting the people out.
45-0. Write it down. Take a picture. 45-0. 45-0. It's the Pete Richardson Classic. It's the Pete Richardson Classic. Pete told me. That's what Pete told me. Pete told me what he expected in the locker room.
Man.
Pete told.
The people gonna score.
So you can see I ain't lying. I talked to him the other day.
Man.
I talked to him.
Don't talk about embarrass Pete.
I talked to him.
Don't talk about embarrass Pete.
I talked to him.
Don't talk about embarrass Pete.
I talked to him.
Embarrass them out
He let me know.
in his class.
He let me know.
In his class.
Hey, now that, I think this might be a trap game.
Trap game?
Next game will be a trap game.
Okay.
You know what a trap game is?
I know what a trap game is.
Trap game is a game where you overlook your opponent, but they turn out to be good.
Yeah. Like our first game. I feel like that was a trap game for us.
Incarnate Word and Prairie View. What you think about that?
I got PV. I like
Don't
PV.
sleep on Incarnate Word though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be closer than people think.
Incarnate Word got a good team. Incarnate Word got a good team. But I really like what I saw last week.
Are you a believer in pass yet?
I'm not a believer in pass. I'm a believer in front set.
When we say pass, we mean the quarterback because that's his last name, Pass.
Yeah.
He could pass that
Yeah.
thing.
He showed last week. He's known as a runner, but he showed last week he threw it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ride the Prairie View wave. I'm going Swac'n.
Yeah.
Going Swac'n. I got PV 28-20 over Infinite Word. That front seven, Rashawn Powell. Don't make me regret this. I've been riding with you this whole time. Bring that noise. Bring that noise.
Hey, man.
28-20.
28-20.
PV. Let's go.
28-20. I got PV pulling it out as well.
Okay. We ride with PV.
17-14.
Okay.
I think it's going to be close. Like I said, it's a trap game. It's a
My
trap
boy
game.
Brandon Lee. We going with your school.
Yeah, we're going with you. We're going with you. You know, I'm going Mr. Dooley as well. 2-0. So that's what we got. That's what we got. Before we end this segment, I got one more question actually, G. Because we've been seeing a lot of these calls. In each Swac'n game, it's one common call that I feel like has really been pissing me off.
What's that?
Targeting.
Okay.
I feel like the rules should be changed.
Nah, they want to keep the player safe though.
I understand player safety. But I also understand incidental helmet contact. You get what I'm saying? So if I lead with my shoulder, there's no way possible for my head not to hit your head if my momentum is taking me forward.
Yeah.
So I feel like the rules should be changed.
Okay.
Incidental contact should be automatic 15 yards, right?
Okay.
2 times incidental contact, hear me out, then you become dismissed from the game.
So you don't like it that it's one lick and you're gone?
One lick and I'm gone. One lick and give me a chance.
I'm kind of on the fence because I like the player safety. We're getting a lot of players with concussions and all that. Lower the target. But my thing is I think we just need to draw a line in the sand what we're going to call. Because sometimes they call for one and they don't call for another.
Right.
Or, I think we need to, this the rules, stick with it.
Right.
So we can practice this way. And be able to practice this way in the game, develop this way. Even from youth up, we can start developing. But if the rule not drawn in the stand, we stick to it every time, it's hard to teach somebody that because it's not drawn in the sand.
Right.
So I think we need to draw a line in the sand and say, this is what it's going to be. This is,
because a few of the
helmet hit the helmet, you're gone.
But look, hear me out. One of the incidentals that I saw, the quarterback, the defensive end jumped up, right? He jumped up and he came down. And when he came down, the bottom of his helmet hit the quarterback's helmet. The quarterback just released it. That's incidental contact.
Yeah.
It wasn't a force. It wasn't like I was trying to take this quarterback out.
Yeah.
What I'm supposed to do.
Yeah,
I gotta protect. And sometimes running backs lower their heads as well.
Yeah.
So I just feel like certain calls should be incidental. Yeah. You give me my 15, but don't kick me out the game.
I think you can't take all the physicality out of the game.
Yeah, come on. Then we might as well watch 7-on-7.
It's physical contact sport.
Yeah, it's a collision sport.
Yeah, warrior sport.
Yeah, so I just feel like, just hear me out. Tell me what y'all think out there. What y'all think about the targeting rule? Yeah. That's gonna be. We're gonna put that as our discussion topic of the day. The targeting rule.
Targeting rule. What's your game of the week next week? The one of these games we talked about that you think gonna be the game of the week that you will not miss. You gotta tune into.
Game of the week next week, man. It's tough with all the money games.
Yeah, it's really tough.
And the way you sold that Alcorn game, I am gonna be interested to see, but it ain't gonna be a game of the week. It's gonna be just interesting to see if they're gonna pull an upset like you preaching about.
Come, we ready?
We ready. My game of the week will probably be. Shoot, man, what you got for the game of the week, man? Oh, you put me on the spot. I gotta think. I don't like spot questions. My old lady asks me questions. I tell her, let me think about it.
Give you a second to think.
Yeah, I need to think. What you got?
I got PV Infinite Word. I think it's gonna be a nice battle down there. So that's my game of the week to see how that defensive front seven that I love can get some pressure on that quarterback from Infinite Word. I think it's gonna be a battle down there. So that's my game of the week. Because I know somebody think maybe the Alcorn up where to stay. But I think we're going to have the business. I don't think we're going to be the game. I think we're going to have the business. We back.
We gonna see. We gonna see. And we wrapping it up.
Wrapping this thing up.
Thanks
everybody for watching.
Thank y'all.
Tune in.
We love y'all.
Coming to your school?
We coming to your school. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hey, I know we get a lot of questions, right? So I've been getting this question in the street. Hey, shout out to the people that see us in public.
Yeah,
because I had a few people. Shout out to y'all.
A lot of love.
Hey, matter of fact, when y'all see us, make sure you take a selfie. Hashtag Swac'n the fool. You know,
we're gonna put you in the show. You want to come on the show? Want to be a guest?
Let us know.
We're gonna have to call in. Whatever let us know.
Hey, so the question that I've been getting is, how do I subscribe? I always hear y'all talking about subscribe. First, in order to subscribe, you have to have a YouTube page.
Yeah.
So log in, create your YouTube page. Once you create your YouTube page, hit that bell down at the bottom, subscribe.
And
When
make
they
sure
hit
you
the subscribe, yeah.
Subscribe. Make sure you cut the notifications on when you hit the bell.
And every time we drop that content, it comes
right
straight
to
to
your
you.
phone.
Come straight
We
to
ready.
you. We ready.
We
Hey,
coming.
on Facebook, make sure you like and share. Comment. You know,
Let us know. If we say something bad, let us know.
Let us know.
Hold me accountable.
cause we gonna tell you how we feel.
We gonna tell
we look.
We talk to you.
We gonna talk.
We gonna reach out and touch somebody's hand.
Talk that talk.
Yeah.
Hey, thank y'all again, man.
Play.
Another episode
We out.
of Swac'n Up.
Yeah.